Fall 23 is stacked with notable Nintendo Switch releases, so I'm going to be taking you through what I believe are the top 5 Fall 2023 Nintendo Switch games to look out for. We can start with Infinity Strash Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai. This game is based on the anime of the same name. It's an action RPG, which is what drew me in at first, but what hooked me was the visuals. It's a beautiful looking adaptation of Akira Toriyama's art, and Akira's style bleeds through the screen. The game is going to be $60 with a digital deluxe edition that'll go for $64. Well, if you got the money to buy the standard edition digitally, why not just spend the extra $4 for the deluxe? That's what I might do if I end up deciding to buy the game. But really, the only thing that the deluxe edition seems to include is a few extra costumes, so maybe not? I don't know yet. Pre-ordering either version will allow you to get the legendary hero outfit and something called a bond memory, which will give you extra experience. This item is also available in the main game, but pre-ordering it will allow you to receive it early. Infinity Strash Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai will release September 28th, 2023. East 10 Nordics. East 10 Nordics is a game I've been waiting for ever since it was announced a year ago. The East series is a classic action RPG series which unfortunately has never really gained the exposure of other series which have been around just as long, like Final Fantasy and The Legend of Zelda. But it is a series that is unequaled when it comes to fast-paced, fun, action RPG mechanics. This entry in the franchise, however, is a departure from the last 4 games in the series. Which employed a 3 active character party and a 6 character ensemble. So with 6 characters available for you to choose from, 3 of them are playable at any given time, and you're able to switch between them at any time. That's gonna change in East 10 Nordics. You won't have 6 characters to choose from, only 2, Adol and Karja, but the game is designed with this in mind, so tag team mechanics have been included to spice up the action. And from what I've seen, East 10 has also seen a change in presentation. The cutscenes that we've seen in trailers are very cinematic, at least when compared to previous East games, and the special effects and attacks have also been retooled and look quite impressive. East 10 Nordics is scheduled to release in Japan on September 28th, 2023, but unfortunately there is as of yet no word on when the game will come stateside. And if previous entries in the series are anything to go by, then we might be waiting up to a year and maybe 2. Whatever the case, East 10 Nordics is a day 1 purchase for me. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is due out on the Switch at the end of October. It's about time if you ask me. You know, I always had some level of faith that Metal Gear would see its way to the Switch, and I guess having a little faith paid off. But unfortunately, not all is good news. Things did go a bit of the way that I expected them to, in that Konami got lazy and didn't put in the effort that they should have. So with the Metal Gear Master Collection, we're basically going to be getting mostly the same experience that we got when the Metal Gear HD Collection released on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita. With Metal Gear Solid 1, it's basically just going to be emulating the game and blowing the image up. With Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, the games are going to run at 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second like they did on the HD Collection on the PS3. Now, to me, this isn't the biggest deal. I played the hell out of the HD Collection on the Vita, so I'm used to playing 2 and 3 at 30 frames per second, but a little bit more effort would have been appreciated. MGS 1 and 2 are over 20 years old. Snake Eater is 18 years old, so, like, come on, Konami. The Switch can run these games at 60 FPS and 1080p. Regardless, however, this is Konami, and I kind of expected this result. But like I said, it doesn't bother me too much. It bothers me, but not too much. I'm just happy to finally have Metal Gear on the Switch. Hopefully, after the game is released, they patch the game to perform better. That might be a bit too much to ask of Konami though. Mortal Kombat 1. Yep, you heard that right. I didn't believe it either at first, but apparently the new Mortal Kombat 1 game is going to be releasing on the Nintendo Switch this September 19th. Not even the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are going to be getting it, but the Switch is. That shows a strange level of devotion on NetherRealm's part, and as a Nintendo Switch owner, I kind of appreciate that. Though I do recognize Mortal Kombat is an extremely popular series, and that's why I included it in this list, even though I don't have that much of an interest in it. As we get closer to release though, I might get a bit more hyped up for it, I might not, but as of now I just don't really care too much about it. Mortal Kombat 11 was a fun romp, but the online was really bad, so I'll kind of wait to see how the online turns out in Mortal Kombat 1 before making any definitive decisions. I'm not the biggest Super Mario stan, but it's always an exciting time when we know that a brand new mainline Super Mario game is going to be coming out. And I always at least gotta give it a look-see, you know? I do think also that it's unfortunate that Charles Martinet, the guy who's been voicing Mario since Mario 64, will no longer be the voice of Super Mario. But I wonder, no pun intended, if he'll be in this game. Or maybe they announced this before the release of Wonder so that we aren't surprised when he isn't in the game. Whatever the case, Super Mario Wonder seems like a new type of Mario game with a different style and new animations. It feels different while still kind of feeling the same. I guess we'll see for ourselves when the game releases on October 28th, 2023. And that's going to be it for this list of top 5 Nintendo Switch games that are going to be releasing during the fall of 2023. So if you like these sort of videos, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you dudes on the next one.